Hello out there, CoCreateX Catalysts and CCTV. Welcome to another episode of CoCreateX Live. I have two of the founders here. We have Nick Powley and Trevor Laughlin.
Hello.
So they have come from Minnesota driving the CoCreateX bus across the country. Thank you, CCTV. Hello, Boston. Hello, Cambridge. Let's get this party started. So, first things first. What's CoCreateX? Who are we? And what are we trying to do? Nick, do you want to get started? Introduce yourself.
So this is really exciting because this is our first time all together on television ever. So I think that's the thing that we have to talk about first. And then basically, CoCreateX, we're a community of people that help each other with projects. And so we've got this giant bus, and we just drove in from Boston, and we're here to spend this entire month working on projects. So what should we do next, Trevor? What are you thinking?
Yeah, well, introduce yourself, Trevor. What
Sure.
are you doing? Your background? What do you like doing? How can you help people on the CoCreateX platform?
Yeah, so my name's Trevor Laughlin. I'm the Vice President of Product Development at CoCreateX. I graduated college from the University of Minnesota studying mechanical engineering and product design. And I had the opportunity to not take a normal job and instead keep doing what I love, just kind of building things, inventing, learning by doing. And CoCreateX has been that outlet kind of ever since, even before graduating college. So I've had the opportunity to develop and invent some medical devices, help other people do the same, and meet a lot of cool creators from many different areas of creativity. Not just engineering, but also performance arts and just creators that are passionate about doing what they love. So it's been fun. It's been a ride, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the next month in CoCreateX holds.
All right, awesome. And yeah, share a little background about you, Nick.
Yeah, so
Boston.
yeah, so I'm
Massachusetts
actually home right now. I grew up in Weston, not far from here. Went to school in Cambridge, and CoCreateX is pretty much an extension of like the basement that I built for all my friends when I was in high school. And so, we had projects every weekend, we had parties, tree houses, and, we said yes to everything, and we helped everybody do what they wanted to do. And so, CoCreateX, for me, is just such an exciting thing to be a part of, because we share that culture of people helping each other and saying thank you to create things, everywhere we go and in everything we do. And it's just so exciting to be here with you, Mac, and Trevor, and look at this, we're on television. Like, this is so cool.
Yeah, we're here. So, CoCreateX, community of people. We like to help you accomplish what it is that you've always wanted to do, whether it be write a song, make a movie, get interviewed on TV, invent a medical device, or launch a product. And we have a lot of different ways to do it. So, CoCreateX.com is a way in which we track generosity. And just really quick, right off the bat, we wanted to share a thank you of the week, because we have found that the most useful interactions within communities of people who help each other out with projects and ultimately provide value is that if a thank you is given. So really quick, I just wanted to highlight this thank you right here from Raymond to Nick. Thank you so much for all your help today. You're a very good resource and extremely helpful and a very good contact to have. So although not as much context in this, I was actually at the event in which Raymond met Nick. Raymond is a coder out here in Boston. Nick is a teacher of the Intro to Making class at MIT and also a software engineer. And the amount of kind of inspiring and programming and solving and teaching that happened at that event was really inspiring. So although this thank you doesn't have any confidential information about projects or anything, there's a lot of value and there's a lot of kind of uniqueness to the interaction just based on the action verbs that Raymond ultimately decided to give.
And Mac, I think Raymond and Nick deserve some high fives.
Yes.
And so I think we should give them like at least 5.
5 high fives.
Woo!
There we go. We're at 5. Love it. Awesome. So that's the thank you of the week. We have hundreds and hundreds of thank yous and acts of generosity that we've captured within our community. And the platform and our community in and of itself is called CoCreateX, and we track generosity on CoCreateX.com, and we have a community of those who help each other out digitally at our Facebook page, which is the CoCreateX Catalyst, which can be found by just saying ask for help right here on our page. So this will allow you to join. Anybody can join our group. It's completely open to everybody. We encourage people to share the projects. We want to help people succeed by being who they are and doing what they love. Help others and ask for help with your projects. People support. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have software engineers.
Aerial acrobats, fire-breathing dragons, you name it.
Yes. So we certainly encourage you to join our digital community, but also right here in Cambridge and Boston area, we host a weekly meetup in which you can come to the WeWork, refreshments on CoCreateX, and come and hang out every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. And we also have the CoCreateX bus that is driving around Boston area for the next couple weeks. So we'd love to take you on our Mobile Innovation Center bus, in which we can share a little bit more information.
And actually, I think we're gonna try and have the bus at our open house on Wednesday at WeWork. So if anybody hasn't already been on the bus, which I imagine that there are a lot of people who haven't, the result is that you can join us on Wednesday. We'll put out the address on our Facebook group. But we will have the bus there. We brought a keg of Wisconsin beer all the way from Wisconsin, so we'll have that for everybody, and it should be a great time.
Nice. Here's a little bit more information on the mobile innovation.
Good one too. I think
Yeah.
Specialize in.
All right. So another really important thing that we do is we highlight products and people and businesses that have supported CoCreateX and that we are supporting as well. And one of them is the Gravity Ball. We've talked about this on previous shows, but this is a really remarkable piece of workout equipment. We actually have one of these here today, and it is a grip-free strength training. Imagine a kettlebell that you can strap to your hands. It is really remarkable.
Rotator cuff.
And they've really developed a unique method to working out. They call it the Gravity Ball method. And I wanted to show just a very quick video that the Gravity Ball team has on their website. Just to show some of the workouts that can be done with the Gravity Ball method, and where you can actually find and learn and buy one of these gravity balls for yourself.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that follow me on Instagram or have been here for a while, you guys know that being active is a big part of my life, but I always keep it real with y'all, and I struggle to stay motivated a lot of the times. So a way that I stay motivated is toys, y'all. Workout toys. Oh, and Daniel, he helps me too. So recently we discovered the gravity ball method. Now don't let these little balls fool you all. These bad boys will take your workout to the next level at any level. What's amazing about them is that they're compact, but you get these dynamic movements that you can do, and you can work your muscles in ways that you can't do with a traditional, medicine ball or even with a dumbbell, because these straps go onto your hands or your feet and kind of defy gravity in the way that you're lifting weight. I think the gravity ball is awesome for people who have issues with arthritis or who have issues with their grip. They don't have to worry. They can slip their hand in there and still lift weight in a different way. This is also dope for people who work out at home. You don't have a gym membership and you want to keep it interesting. You want something that is going to be super dynamic and allow you to do a number of movements, and this is definitely it. Also, if you're interested in adding a bit of weight to your yoga routine, you can strap this on your hand. Those warriors will never be the same, honey. These are also great because they challenge your nervous system. It's a little unstable, so even though the ball is strapped to my foot and isn't gonna fall off, I have to stabilize it in order to keep it from toppling over, which is why it gave me such a burn.
Pretty awesome product. I absolutely love it. Gravity ball method. Oh wait, to practice your kicks and your punches. Like you've never done before.
So Mac, but tell us about. So his name is Mark, who invented this.
Yes, Mark Chavez, and he's a member of our community. So out in Long Beach, and actually they've been, they have a bunch of different weights, as you saw in the video, and a lot of different functionality that you can have. You can take the straps on and off, and really it is a very diverse and unique piece of workout equipment that I certainly encourage people who are interested in trying something new and, exciting to give it a try, the gravity ball.
And I'm excited too, because I think we're going to be working on making some improvements to it even over the course of the next little while. So anyway, so what else we got, Mac?
All right. So the next thing that we got is talking a little bit about the kind of the human enhancement that I've been working on. I just wanted to spend maybe 5 minutes just talking with the innovation team right here who help people complete projects and patent inventions and start and grow businesses. Just a little bit about the project that's been being worked on. So over the past couple weeks, I have been developing a human enhancement, which is just simply a way to improve life very quickly and easily. And one of the ways that I thought would be a pretty cool thing that I would love to test out is a way to hold my cell phone at any given point in front of my face if I'm wanted to watch certain types of videos or use it for cooking instructions or reviewing my goals or my daily tasks or any number of things. And I haven't yet found anything that's really good, but I did just find this piece, which is going to be a crucial aspect of, I think, developing this thing. It's from Brookstone, and it is a flexible phone holder with a pretty nice clamp on the bottom here. And this piece up top can hold the phone, which is really kind of a important first aspect of it. Now the next thing that I could do is just modify this back end handle to be able to kind of naturally fit and stay sturdy somewhere in which I can easily place and move this gadget around. So what are your guys' thoughts on
Well, first off,
human enhancement in general?
I'm digging it. I think it's awesome. And one of the reasons is because you guys have seen the St. Paul house. But basically, I wanted to position my phone right in front of me when I'm basically sleeping at night so I can watch movies and stuff without having to hold my phone up. And so I put like rope down either side of the room, and then I put another rope in between, and I hung my phone like right in front of my face. And it started off actually as 6 ropes, which was just like a giant spider web. And my wife and I compromised on 3. But this is I think this would be a much simpler, way easier, more portable method for solving that problem. So
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
So the first step to solving a problem or developing a product is to understand. So I think the first thing we should do is be asking you, what are the scenarios in which you foresee yourself using this device? Like why would a table not work, for example, in certain scenarios, or so when do you think this would become most useful?
Yeah, so I think like when Nick said, a lot of times it's after I get home from work, or after I get home and I'm walking around my house, I'm trying to do things with my hands, I'm trying to multitask, but I also would like to be entertained, or I'm listening to something, or I'm working through something, or I'm
Gotcha.
trying to take notes. And so I've just thought, like, wow, if I didn't have to use one of my hands to be able to do something that's static anyway, and just have this screen right there, it would really improve my life.
Yeah, that makes more sense than like walking down the street is the first thing I thought of, and I was like, well, you could do that, but it would also have some challenges with running into things. But I guess your house is a great example. You spend a lot of time in your house working on various things, and it's kind of like listening to the radio, but you also have that visual as well. So okay.
And I think that this would be really great on the bus, because you could clip it like on the side of the seat, and if you wanted to like recline and watch something, you could have it right there. Similarly, ooh, yeah. We always need mirrors on the bus so that we can see different points of views and perspectives. And I think that something like this would really be wonderful because we could ultimately use it to position mirrors both inside the bus and outside the bus even, to maximize field of view and safety.
Another interesting thing that I think this could very well have an effect on is a transition between like virtual reality and augmented reality and what we have today. So if you ever played like Pokemon Go or anything, it was really one of the most popular augmented reality programs in which you could look through your camera and see something that wasn't there in real life, there on your camera. And so I think by having some sort of device in which you can look through your camera in front of your face and have perhaps the world come alive in your camera, I just feel as though these web VR apps or web AR apps are going to require you to, do this a lot, and it'd be nice to have something that...
Yeah, until we all have contact lenses with...
Exactly.
So it would be cool to maybe have it like, you could have it like flip up.
Ooh.
So you could like, pop it into place, and then like,
Yeah. Very cool. Okay, question for you, Nick.
Sure.
What material is this bungee thing made out of,
okay.
you think? Or how's that thing made?
So typically what they do is they take, a metallic material typically, and they wind it really tightly. And then ultimately what happens is when this thing bends, it's literally like rubbing the material kind of on itself, and the friction that exists between the windings ultimately enables it to be positioned in place. And actually what's really kind of cool about this is that you guys can see this doesn't have a lot of spring back, right? When I let it go, it barely even moves. And I'll just show kind of one more time, but when we bend it, right, there's very little spring back. And then what's also really cool is that when you straighten it out, you know how like a paper clip does like this after it bends? It's really neat how when you bend this back, it goes back to being pretty much the way that it was. So this is a really unique material and a great design element.
So since this is just one piece that's wound, there's nothing in a core, so from here to here, there's only 2 parts?
Yeah, this is
That's pretty
probably
cool.
even one part.
Right. So one part with basically a heat shrink. wrap
Exactly
around
right.
it.
Exactly right.
That's awesome.
Wow. So,
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we'll cut it open later.
yeah, I'm looking forward to probably even purchasing a couple more of these things. So, kind of without further ado, the next step is probably going to be to design the actual piece in which we can attach, comfortably attach this aspect to. So that's probably what we'll work on in the next couple weeks.
So, go ahead, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, I was kind of thinking like, what if so if you wanted it to be like maximally stable, you could even have like 2 points of attachment, and then you could have it like bend up or bend down, like in the front, so you could get like a nice solid connection.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
Yeah, you could, and I mean, there are like camera mounts in which could like very nicely like do that. I was thinking that the to not get in the way, to have one kind of long arm could be beneficial. To ultimately have a very nice range of motion and where this thing could go.
Actually,
as
you know
well as
what?
not
This
get
is
in the
pretty
way.
comfortable right here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you could just attach to the phone like that. Not bad.
Wow.
Could you switch them around though and then use the other one as a clamp?
Yeah.
Nice.
So look at that. We got
The necklace is awesome.
we got
an
prototype.
MVP.
We got prototype number 1 going on here.
Wow. And this actually introduces a really cool application that we have introduced as well. And it's actually called the CoCreateX blockchain to protect our intellectual property. And this could be a topic for maybe next week, but if you have cool ideas, we know how to help you protect them with the CoCreateX blockchain. So we'll talk about that probably even next week. Or if you join our community, you'll hear even more about it.
So what's really kind of cool about this is A, it takes on a mind of its own, but B,
Yes.
if this were longer and could kind of like wrap around the back a little bit,
Wow, like a snake.
yeah, like you could form it effectively to your body, and if you could form it to your body,
That's interesting.
right, you could just literally have it do
Hmm.
everything you need it to do. So maybe we could see if we could attach a few of these together. But
Wow.
kind
Or
of.
you could just make a super long one of these.
Yeah, exactly right. If
Wrap
we
it,
could,
like twice around.
maybe we could check on McMastercar and see if they have like a really long one. But this is a pretty comfortable position. Like if I were using, if there was some some Pokemon thing somewhere out there, I would imagine that I would be able to discover it with this.
So just real quick, you mentioned McMastercar. For creators who are prototyping things in the physical world, McMastercar is an awesome resource. They lay things out really nicely with their descriptions and specifications. So even if you're using something for an application that's not really what it was maybe made for, you can figure out how it's going to fit together in your product, your prototype, or whatever you're building.
Yeah.
And a lot of these parts have CAD models that you can download as well, so you can
So
actually view
awesome.
it and how it'll fit into your assembly.
Yeah, so
Magical.
let's maybe we
Okay,
could-
so we got 1.5 minutes left in our live, and I wanted to give an opportunity. This is McMastercar, by the way. It's so awesome. We love it. But I wanted to give Nick an opportunity, maybe this week. Now that he's got a new
Fallen in
invention,
love?
yeah. To talk a little bit more again. 1 minute just about CoCreateX, the future, where we're going, and what we want to do.
Sure. So thanks, Mac. Honestly, I think that CoCreateX at the end of the day is all about helping and saying thank you. We actually had the opportunity to speak at a school right before coming to Boston, and it was so funny because this one girl in the class, she like looked like she was paying attention the entire presentation. She was in the front row, sitting attentively, and at the end, and she wasn't saying much. At the end, I said, "So, do you have any questions?" And she said, "Well, I wasn't really listening for like the entire hour, but what is CoCreateX about?" And I said, and it took me a second because I had just spoken for an hour, and I said, look, I said basically here's the idea. if you help people and say thank you every single day of your life, the result is that you will find yourself with a community of people who are eager to support whatever it is that you want to do whenever you decide that you want to do it. And so, ultimately, I think that, we have all, right, everyone here, Andrea and Lucas, all in our lives, been fortunate, to have been raised in a way where we help people and we say thank you. And when we want to accomplish things, there are people around us who are supportive and helpful to us in doing it. And so, really, CoCreateX is about, helping and saying thanks, every day of your life, so that when, you're excited about doing what you want to do, you've got a wonderful community there of people who are eager to help. Where we're going, we're here. We're in Boston. We're going to be here for, the entire month. We're going to be doing a rap concert, a movie premiere. We're going to be going sailing. We're going to be working out. We're going to be having a great time. We're going to be at the MIT Hobby Shop, a bunch of different labs around Cambridge, back in the studio. What'd I miss?
I think that's good. And we are at the end of our show. So if you are still here with us, thank you so much for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. Reach out to CoCreateX at any point, team@CoCreateX.com. And we want to help you with your projects, whether it be physical, whether it be mechanical, or software, or any number of things.
Andrea, you're in the shot.
If we have the resources, we are going to help you out. So thank you so much.